Well, hello everybody and welcome back to the SeeSaw. So it feels like it's been forever. It's probably really been about 6 months since we last vlogged regularly. A lot has happened in our household. They're very eager-eyed amongst you, and those that follow us on Instagram will know that we have moved house. So the setting is very different for my grocery haul. But if you've just stumbled across us or you can't remember who we are, then we are a family of three. It's myself, Karen, my husband Tony, and our 12-year-old son Caleb. And for those that have followed since Caleb was quite young, he is not anymore. He's 12, be 13 this autumn, and has gone to secondary school and has grown up considerably, both in terms of height and in terms of his personality in the last 6 months or so. So really settled in well at secondary school. The house move, I may do a blog about it. It came about quite quickly and quite suddenly, and we're living in a rented property now, while we sort of take some time and think about where we want to live and what we might want to do for the future. Not anything major, just we want to find the right kind of house that's right for us for long term now. So we are living in this property. It's in a different village or a small town, very close to where we were. It's about a 15-20 minute drive. So still in the same area. Caleb can still go to the same school. But it's in a residential area. It's a 3-story house. So it's a 3-floor house, which overall means we have more space. But the kind of living area is, I don't know that it's smaller, it's just the layout is a little bit smaller than we had before, but that's fine because Caleb has the whole top floor all to himself, which he's very happy about. And so we will give you a tour of the new house once we've got a few more boxes and bags to unpack in the house that we brought in with us. We've also got a garage full of stuff that we will slowly sort through. So once I've got the unpacking done and things put away, we'll give you a tour of the house. I'll also post some videos to update on some of the things we've done in the 6 months since we were last regularly online, like our summer holiday at the end of last summer, like our little breakaway at Christmas at the New Forest. We've got some video of those things, and I will post some of those over the coming weeks. But I will get back into my routine of posting a weekly grocery shop and then a meals of the week, which just shows you how we've used that stuff to make dinner for the week. So let me turn you around, let me show you what I picked up, and at the end, as always, I'll show you our plan for our meals for the week ahead. In the little town that we're now living in, there is an Asda, a reasonable sized Asda. It's not a big Asda grocery store, but it's kind of a little local Asda. So I did a shop there today just to see how much of what I usually pick up I can get. And I got most things. There were a couple of things that they just didn't have, and so I'll need to pick those up at one of the other stores during the week. And we're still only kind of 5 minutes drive away, 10-minute drive away from the other main stores that we used to shop at. So that's not a chore, but it does mean that if it's a busy weekend, I can go and do the grocery shop in town. So it was an Asda shop. I've never really shopped at Asda before because this was the closest one. And as it was a small store, I never bothered to come over here. And I spent £81, which I think was quite good given the way crazy pricing has gone at the moment, although I didn't need much meat. So at the old house, we had a big chest freezer out in the garage. At this house, the garage doesn't have power. So we got rid of the chest freezer and we're just using the fridge freezer that's in the house, which is fabulous, by the way. So one of the things we treated ourselves to moving into this house, because at the old house, the fridge freezer was incorporated into the kitchen. So this one didn't have one, so we needed to get one. So we have a big double American style Smeg fridge freezer, which is the pride and joy of my kitchen at the moment. And so I will show you that when we do the house tour, but it just means I've just got a double freezer at the bottom of that, and that's all the freezer space I've got. So we have been using up stuff that was in the freezer just to try and clear some space so that we can just top it up with the things that we use regularly, like fruits and vegetables and kind of shortcut things and ice cream, so like chips and potato waffles and ice cream and things like that. So I won't be stocking up as much on things as I did at the old house. So I didn't need much meat because I do have some things in there to use up this week. But let me show you what I got, and then let me show you our meal plan right at the end. Okay, so there is the sweep of everything. I haven't really figured out an order for putting them on this countertop yet. So at the old house, I had a specific order I went in. I've kind of got things grouped together, but not quite in the same flow as I had at the old house. So Caleb, he likes to have a Lucozade Sport, not the fizzy Lucozade, but the sport version when he's doing sport. So he likes to take one to rugby or football or to football practice, that sort of thing. So I've got him a 4-pack of those. And then I've also got some Tango, Fizzy Tango. These were on a special offer. There's 8 in there for a kind of drink to have with dinner or whatever. He does also take water to school just in his water bottle, and he'll have squash and milk and stuff like that as well. Some chili heatwave Doritos, a 5-pack of those for crisps, a packet of sweet popcorn and some strawberry laces, a soft white bread, some crumpets, some croissants, some bagel thins. And then one of the things I do like about Asda is they've got a really good, even in this small store, a really nice in-store bakery that does all sorts of things. And I noticed these, there was all different flavours, and they were 2 for £1.50. I think they were £1 a pack, or 2 packs for £1.50. So these are the caramel topped pancakes and the milk chocolate chunk pancakes, and there's 5 in each. And so they were 2 packs for £1.50. And then my mum and my sister at some point this weekend are popping over to see the house and to see how we're settling in. And so I just got one of these little milk chocolate loaf cakes. It's got chocolate chips. It's vanilla cake with chocolate chips. And that's just to have with a cup of tea when they come. I've got a large bar of Galaxy. I wanted a pack of the small bars, but they didn't have them. So I just picked up a large bar, which I can break up. Some milk chocolate digestives, a protein, Mars bar protein bar, some penguins, some bits of Whisper, a sausage casserole mix, just for ease and quickness, really. Some chocolate Weetabix, a mug shot. I do still keep one of those in my drawer at work, just in case I forget to take lunch. I leave my lunchbox at home. I didn't have time to sort lunch out, so we have to leave a bit earlier now, because Caleb used to catch the bus at 8 o'clock in the morning at the old house, or 8:05, and the bus stop was right outside our door. This house, he catches the bus at 7:40, and I have to drop him at the bus stop because it's a bit of a walk around from the house. So we have to leave just after 7:30, which is a half an hour earlier. I'm okay getting up earlier. Caleb's not so good at that yet. So it's a bit of a rush. So if there's a day when I've just forgotten lunch or didn't have time to sort it out, then I've got one of those in my drawer at work. A couple of cans of these new potatoes. These are, I find, really good to just put in, to drain off and then put in the active fryer with some seasoning. They make nice little crispy potatoes to have with a meal. Some granola just to have with some yogurt and fruit. Heinz spaghetti and tomato sauce, for there's one day I'm having baked beans with dinner, and Caleb still does not like baked beans, so that's his alternative. A can of tomato soup, some of the Nando's sweet chili jam. Haven't had this in my life for a long time, so I felt it was time to get another jar. So the Biscoff Spread, I do like to take just a little bit of that and just melt it in the microwave and then drizzle it over things. So you only need a couple of teaspoons, so that stops you just smearing loads of it onto things. A bag of grated cheddar, some smoothies. Caleb does still like a smoothie in the morning. Asda's own version is much cheaper than like the Innocent and those variations. So I just got him a 4-pack of those. A 4-pack of the Ski Smooth yogurts, 2 of the Corner yogurts, which Caleb likes to have. The vanilla with the chocolate balls. He also likes the strawberry shortcake ones. Some buttery spread. It's brilliantly buttery at Asda. They all have a slightly different variation of that name, but we're almost out. Spaghetti and meatballs. So again, Wednesday nights is Caleb's football practice, and he practices from 7 till 8. Based on our working time, there's no way I can get dinner before he goes to football practice for 7. So he gets home from school and makes himself a meal, and then then if he wants to have some dinner later when he gets in, whatever I've made for our dinner, he can have some more, but at least I know he's had something. So I always get something in, and he has different things he likes depending on the stores that I'm shopping at, and it varies really what we get. But I got a spaghetti and meatballs, as that is one of his favourites, and that will do him for this week. Worcester sauce, as I'm out. A Nivea day cream. Some multivitamin jellies, which Caleb likes to take in the morning. He has avoided COVID this whole 2 years. and I think almost everybody he knows has had COVID. So he has managed to avoid it. His immune system is obviously strong. He has had his first jab, but hasn't been invited for the second one yet. And so, the multivitamins don't hurt for him. Some fabric softener, a TV magazine, and a 2-pint of semi-skimmed milk. Some cornettos, that is still Caleb's favourite dessert. He's a strawberry ice cream cone, or sometimes a fruity kind of lolly. Still prefers that to anything else after his meal. I've got an unsmoked gammon joint. I was going to get the gammon steaks, but the ones they had in our Asda were the quite expensive ones, the really thick cut. It was like £4 for 2, and this was £4 for the whole joint. So I've gone ahead and got that. A pack of 10 Cumberland sausages and a package of turkey mince, some fish fingers and some chicken pies, Yorkshire puddings, frozen peas and frozen sweet corn, a large pack of these Maribel potatoes, which are great for mashed potato. They're quite smooth and creamy. And then just 2 of the smaller bags of regular potatoes for roasties and wedges and things. Some onions, a round lettuce, some satsumas, carrots, parsley for Licky. Yes, Licky is still well. He's got his own little space in this house as he did in the last, and I'll let you see him when we do the house tour. A cucumber, an avocado, a red pepper, some curly kale, and some refreshing and sweet seedless red grapes. So that is the haul that I got for £81. Not a lot of food, but I was happy that it only cost me £81 given how much we've been having to spend recently. So looking at our meal plan for the week, tonight we're going to have the sausage casserole with mash and peas. Tomorrow we'll have the chicken pies. We've got a rugby festival, so we'll be a bit later getting home from rugby. So we're going to have the chicken pies with some roasties, broccoli and peas. Fish cakes with potatoes and beans. I'm going to use those tinned potatoes to make like little crispy potatoes to have with fish cakes and baked beans. It'll be spaghetti for Caleb. Gammon steaks with potato wedges and salad, but I'll just cook that piece of gammon in the slow cooker probably on Tuesday, and then we'll just cut that up and have that with the wedges and salad. Shepherd's pie with peas and corn on Wednesday. Thursday, Mayflower curry with rice and salt and chili chips. And then Friday, I've got a whole chicken in the freezer, which I'll defrost, and we'll have that. I'll cook it in the crock pot all day, but then we'll have kind of a Friday night roast with stuffing, roasties, Yorkshires, and some veg. So that is our plan for the week ahead. Thank you for joining us back on the SeeSaw. We're really glad to be back, and we hope that you'll continue with us on the journey as we move forward now. And we'll see you again for our meals of the week later in the week.